Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Miss Manali Sarika, one of the beauty who actually traveled from Sundarnagar to Mumbai. So we are here to understand the beautiful journey she had. She did a couple of movies. She did modeling, and in Mumbai, certainly she did a few of the Bollywood-based movies. She did few of the Collywood-based movies, and as per my understanding, she did few bit of South Indian movies as well with different language, local language, a few bit of international works. So over to you, Sarika. Would love to understand about Sundarnagar first, your birthplace, your beautiful, sweet city, and the journey.
Okay, so basically, I am from Himachal Pradesh. Okay, so yeah, I started it from Himachal Pradesh. So I started from when I was crowned as Miss Manali. So through that, I got few opportunities. I had few interviews and all after crowned. So I started my shooting journey from Chandigarh only. And yeah, so I never wanted to be an actor or never wanted to be a model as well. It just happened like kind of flow. So which I followed. Yeah, so slowly I started my shoot and all. I was traveling to Chandigarh and my home. And yes, that's how I started it. I was
That's
doing
just.
my graduation at that time when I was crowned. So
But
yeah,
why you went for a beauty pageant? How did you
why
know
I
that there is a
went.
beauty pageant happening?
Okay, specifically, I didn't went for specifically for this pageant. We went for this festival over there, which is called Winter Carnival in Manali. So I was studying in my college, so we were doing few extracurricular activities. So from there, I joined it. So we went to Kullu Manali for this winter carnival. So we were participating in a few dance activities and few. Uh, Here we call it Nati, Luddi and Nati. We call it that. So we were doing that, and there were few dancing competition also. So we were doing that only. So जो हमारे सर थे sir, he told me why this pageant is happening here, why don't you participate? And I was like, are you kidding me? I don't even know how to walk. So and seriously, that time I didn't even know like how to do that ramp walk, how to face audience, how to do everything. Like I didn't know anything, but he encouraged me. And sir was teaching me in the evening. By the evening, he was teaching me that how to walk, how to pose, like he was teaching me ABCD of that ramp show. And I was laughing on him. I was telling him, if I'll walk like you, people will laugh on me. So till that time, I was not convinced, and I really didn't wanted to do it. But somehow I did it, and it was amazing. I think that is kind of the moment I am not gonna forget in my entire life. I still remember there was snowfall in the Manali, and there were, I think, 30, 40 girls. I don't remember exactly right now. And uh, yeah, so among those 30, 40 girls, I was the one, and I finally did it. It was kind of like, seriously, this happens to me. So yeah, it was very tough, but let me tell you, it was very tough wearing that one gown dress and walking the ramp, and snowfall is happening. You can't even talk properly. You have mic on in your hand, sorry, and you not even able to speak properly because you are so cold. So that's how it happened. So we had a few rounds, and finally,
I
when the
feel
results were
that's a
out,
different reason. I feel the reason is actually the color of snow is white and you are actually Snow White. So judges got confused and you got the pigeon.
yeah. So finally, it happened. I never ever thought in my life that that I can be the that Miss Manali or something, and my life just
Twisted.
it just yeah it matlab, uh, for a moment I was just it was just me just that but after I was the Miss Manali, everybody was coming to me. Everybody was just so excited, and I was getting that attention, that very good attention from everybody, and I was like, oh, what just happened? So I was very happy. So from that moment my life changed, and yeah, then it kept on changing.
Super. So when did you decided that you will be shifting from Himachal to Maharashtra and you will be hopping
Oh god,
towards the Mumbai film industry?
I never thought, uh, Arijit sir, I never thought this ever in my life that I am gonna be here in Mumbai. I'll tell you. When I was a kid, maybe I was in 10th class, maybe. So we were not allowed to use cell phones. My parents were very we don't have these very big Android phones and smartphones. So वो छोटा Nokia वाला एक phone होता था. But my father, that time my father was using that Android smartphone. So what I used to do, I used to see that Facebook वहाँ पे जो होते थे. I used to see like Salman Khan, I used to search people who were big actors and big celebrities. I used to search them, and I used to think uh, what they do, how they do. I mean, what they are, like kiddish things I used to do. But shifting to Chandigarh from my house, it was hard because I had to convince my parents first, because my father was not ready at all that no, you can't go. But I had to convince him. That was my first job, but he didn't allow me at all that you can go or not. So it was kind of very tough. Then somehow mom was there, so first I convinced my mom. Then I told her, please, you convince, now you convince him. Then he was not convinced at all. So but he allowed me that you can go to Chandigarh, do your shoot, finish it, and then come back to home, then start. Then because I was studying also that time, he didn't allowed me. So somewhere after being Miss Manali also, I somewhere in my mind I thought my father is not going to allow me, so I have to be here, I have to keep doing my studies and on, and I have to be some doctor which my father wants to wants me to be, or some and I was not interested at all, be an doctor. I was good in accounts, so, and I always wanted to be an CA or CS or doing some bank job. So that was happening. Then I was in my college, and I quit that part. Then I wanted to be an lawyer. I went to Shimla and I started. I gave that test, and then I asked my father that let me go to Shimla. Then, if you are not allowing me to go to pursue my dream, let me go to Shimla. Let me do this thing. Then, and he was like, no. I don't know why he did, but somehow, destiny is there. So I got one shoot from Chandigarh, and the budget was good. So I told my parents, I am getting this opportunity and I'm getting this much of money, so let me go. So they said okay, go. So I went, I did that shoot, so that is how it happened. I was going, I was doing shoots, and I was earning good also at very young age. So slowly, gradually, they got convinced, that our daughter is doing this thing, so she have to do this thing only. Then I shifted to Chandigarh. So I was in Chandigarh for 1.5 year, I think. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, 1.5 years. So then I started doing shoot. But there were these fresh singers at that time. I have done few one or two songs. There is one lady. She is producer and director also. मेरा जो पहला गाना था वो मैंने उनका किया था. It was Punjabi song. No, first I did a few ramp shows for Rashmi Bindra. It was for her dresses and jewelry.
Mhm.
And then I started doing these Punjabi songs.
Super.
I didn't even know how to speak Punjabi at that time. So I did that. That was how it started. Then I did that first song, and that there was another songs. But at that time I didn't had that kind of knowledge. Okay, what should I do? There was no one to tell me, no guidance also. So it was all me who was taking all the decisions at that time. So yeah, I was taking all the decisions. So slowly, I got to know that no, this is not something I want to do. I want to perform somewhere which are good platforms. So that is how it happened. Then I got then then somebody told me there is one place in Chandigarh, Mohali. They told me that auditions are going on there. You should go and you should give the audition. Then I went there, and the audition was for movie. I went there, I gave the audition, I got selected second lead. So then I shooted for that movie, and it never came out. It never came out. But the good thing happened from there, that I got like really few good contacts. So and I feel like really blessed wherever I have done my work. I got like few people are there. I am still in touch with them, and they always guided me like really well, and they told me, oh, Sarika, this is the thing you should do, and this is the way, go there, go here and do things like that. So that's how I did it. And he told me that, you should, I don't think so you should do your work here. uh, I was not even getting that much of good work in Chandigarh because I didn't had those contacts over there, and somehow it was not working also, because some used to tell me, please gain some weight. Punjabi girls are very plump and they are very healthy. Gain some weight and do this and that. You don't look Punjabi. So there were lots of problems over there. Then थोड़ा काम किया वहाँ पे मैंने. Then I shifted to Mumbai.
So in
That
Mumbai,
was
actually,
how it
you
happened.
started. Let me understand this part of your life. When you shifted to Mumbai, you hopefully worked in few bit of movies. Most probably, you have done a couple of title-based movies, few of the local language movies, maybe some South Indian movies. Tell us about your experience. Like how many shifts you usually do in a day?
Okay. Okay. So it was not when I just shifted to Mumbai in 2019. Before that, I used to do up and down because it took a lot of time to understand Mumbai. It was completely different from Himachal to Chandigarh. So when I came to Mumbai first in 2017, so it took 3-4 months to understand the environment and the people over here.
Hmm. Hmm.
काम तो भूल जाओ, but it took 3 to 4 months to understand the city. And this city is like, it never sleeps. So मेरे लिए completely change हो गया सब कुछ. So that is what happened. Then I started doing print shoots. I was very young. I was very young. I didn't know what to
Hey,
do.
hold on. What do you mean by you were very young? So it's like now you're like 90s, I mean, or 95 or what?
No, no, that time I was very young, which I like now I
So
am now I know.
2019 you are young, 2020 you
No,
became
no,
old.
2017. I am talking
17,
about
okay, 17 you are
2017.
young, and in 3 years you became old.
Now I have all the knowledge, huh? Now I
Tell
have
me
all the
that. So
knowledge. Now
you
I
became
have become
experienced,
mature
right?
mentally. Yeah,
Right.
experience.
True, true.
So that's how it happened. Then slowly, slowly, I used to go for auditions and all. Then I did one movie also, a very small character, but I was happy that I did it. It was with T series, my first project ever in Mumbai, and I was happy that I'm doing it with T series. But if it's a small character also, I would do it because of T series. So I did it. Then I was doing auditions, but also then I was not here. I left Mumbai for a few reasons, and then in 2019 I came back. So when I came here, it was a like big bash comeback. So then I started from catalog shoots, and then I got Telugu movies. I was auditioned for Telugu movie and I got selected, and I was very happy. Then I traveled to Hyderabad. It was my first Telugu movie. I was very excited. And the funny part was the funny part was, like, I can speak Hindi, I can speak English as well, but there is this language Telugu which I don't know. I don't know Telugu ka T also. So but you have to speak. You can't if somebody is prompting also. So I'm gonna forget the whole sentence, the whole dialogue of mine. So it was fun shooting over there. And I used to do two shifts over there. When I did my first when I was shooting for my first movie, there was my coordinator. He told me that mm, there is second movie, and I want you to give audition for that also. So I
Okay.
said, but how I'm gonna manage it, because I am already shooting for this also. He said, "Arey, ho jayega." So I was like, I said, okay, let's go. So I went. I really liked the character of that movie.
True.
It was kind of woman empowerment. The content was about women empowerment.
Okay.
The director was there, producer was there, and they they called me inside and they took my audition. And I was there. I still remember there was one table, and first my first task was to understand that language, to learn that language, to learn single words meaning. And there was one manager. They gave us one manager. And okay, I'm very fond of these Telugu people, the people over there. I'm sorry, they are so nice, they are so humble, and they are so professional.
Yes, they
I
are.
never felt once that I am somewhere outside, or somewhere I don't know anyone. They treat you so well. So
Yes.
they gave us one manager also, who used to translate us that the meaning and all. So I used to ask him, "Oh, tell me what is the meaning of this one word. Tell me what is the meaning of this one word." It was so, what that word is. It was so intense. It was so intense. So that's how it happened, and I got that second movie also because they liked it. So I asked him, "Sir, I'm already." No, he asked me. I heard he was like, "Okay, Sarika, I heard you're already doing another movie, and if I am taking you in this movie, how will you manage? You'll get no time to sleep and nothing.
Right.
How will you manage?" And I
Right.
was like, Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था. So I was like, don't worry, I'll do it. You just don't worry, sir. Because I was thinking maybe I'll grasp some few hours and I'll take that time and I can get some sleep, which never happened later. So, so he was convinced enough because I think he had seen my performance at my another schedule also. So I said yes, and when I was shooting, oh gosh, then I got these two movies, and we were shooting for these two movies at the same time. And I had to go for my first schedule. The timing, it was for daytime, and the another movie it was for night time.
Okay.
And yeah, for first movie our shift was from 5 p.m. to no 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. And for another movie the timing was 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. So
Super.
now you tell me so now you tell me how much time are you getting to sleep so you can sleep enough. Oh gosh, you also have to be there on the set. You have to reach there on time. Then you have to make all the get up.
So what
And
happened to your body clock? Like, certainly you couldn't sleep properly. That happens when you travel outside India. It happens to me many a times when I go for any kind of production. Even
hmm.
along with the actor and actress, we producers, we even don't sleep a couple of times. But what happens to your body clock? Two shifts, different timing, less time for having some good food. Forget the sleep, forget the other natural calls and all. So what happens?
Oh gosh, first of all, my first few days were good. I was enjoying it.
Mhm.
And it was very excited also. I still remember my director, Suku sir. He used to ask me, Sara, do you want to sleep? I said, no sir, I don't want to sleep. So I still remember their faces, looking at me like really kind and feeling pity for myself. So after 1 week, what happened, I used to feel like, when I was on the set, I have one picture. I'll share you later. I'll share it with you later. There is this cotton cloth.
Mhm.
I was not able to open my eye. I was damn sleepy. I was not able to sleep, and my eyes were so puffy, and they
Yep.
were so red. And somehow I just wanted to. I was And second thing I'll tell you, I got to know while I was doing all these things. I got to know when you don't sleep now, you get these symptoms. You become very short tempered. You
Yes.
can't bear anything around you. And if anything very small thing also happening, you'll get irritated very easily.
True.
And those things started happening to me. And then after few days, I whatever I was doing, I was just getting hurt, like कहीं से भी चोट लग जा रही थी मुझे. And I was becoming like very short tempered. So these things happened. So there was this one guy with me who was my makeup artist. I told him to give me that cotton cloth, and I told him that keep it wet. So if and you know what, if I was shooting for 24 hours, and whenever if I am getting five or 2 minutes also, so I used to take that cloth and I used to keep it on my eyes, and I used to sleep on sets even for 5 minutes.
Super. So you're taking power nap actually, and power nap helps you to overcome few bit of anxiety, most probably. It really
Yeah.
happens when you have a jet lag, and in fact, if you don't sleep. In fact, it happened to me multiple times when you have a time difference. You go to some other country, you are working really hard for 24 hours, then you come back to your own country, you have a very different kind of biological change, and that happens to everyone. And for the audience, honestly speaking, modeling certainly, acting certainly is a glorious job. but you heard her how tough it is, and how dedicated you have to be so that you can reach the peak. So
Yeah.
another question. For the common people, say for an example, if somebody wants to enter into the acting field, they don't have any clue about what is there, what to do, what not to do. What's your suggestion? Like a message which you want to say for the fresh actors, fresh actress who really want to jump into the glamour world?
I feel like if any kind of fresh people are here who want to be an actor or something, first of all, I will advise them that they should always come with they should always come with lots of options. Job, they should have these options, you know, like if I am not, if I'm not going to pursue this thing, then I have this another option, you know, if I'm not pursuing acting somehow, because this is a very long journey. You should always have an option that, okay, if this is not working, I have this in my backup, and I which is going to help me for my future and in my career. You should always have those career option, which we also do at that time. We normally doing study and all. The very first thing, which I have realized today, you know, which I have realized
So
today
A, they
that
need to have a backup plan, and that backup plan should sustain them, help them to sustain for maybe 6 to 7 months. And
they should
B,
have that career options. They should
true,
have those career options, you know, because in this field it takes a lot of time. It consume you, it consumes you like, it consumes you all. So first of all, I am not saying, but if you are coming into acting, you have to be like really passionate about it. If you are into acting, forget about everything. It's just acting. You have to live that character for the moment, for that whenever you are starting your work or your shoot. But they should have these career options also. Like if you talk about me also today, like I shifted to Mumbai, and I have given these 3-4 years to myself, not four, also these 3 years to myself, that if it's gonna happen in these 3 years, then fine. If it's not gonna happen, then I'll do something else. That is my opinion.
true.
But one should not waste their time, you know, because if you're just gonna keep doing it, if you are not getting that what exactly you want, if you are not getting your those dreams, your achievement and goals, then you should not pursue this. Then you should go for something else. Rather, it could be that business or something, like any job. But it is hard to accept for a few people. There is something, one line, एक बार मेकअप का चूना लग जाता है फेस पे, तो तो आप नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं. But still, you should have that, you know, you have to be very strong, like mentally you have to be strong, and you should prepare yourself mentally that if this is not working, then I'm going to do that.
So in a
Otherwise,
nutshell,
just
you have to
give
be
your 101%.
in a nutshell, you have to be pretty dynamic to accept the real life facts and adapt with the dynamism of the industry. But to be very honest, let me share you one real fact. There are amazing work which happens internationally. There are amazing work which happens in India. There are good works, but somehow I
Hmm.
personally feel there is a gap in the industry. It will be there. It will be like this. It will be like a kind of chaos. Chaos is the new norm nowadays. Without chaos, you can't have a very structured format. But somehow I feel after COVID-19, we will have the kind of shooting process which is needed, at least in the local movies, in local structure, hygieneness and other particular factors and all, shifting of duties, working on inside studio with a lot of VFX. Those are the kind of stuff that is coming up, at least as per my understanding goes. And in fact, the market opened so much there is so much work on the OTT platform, on those kind of device platform, that people are dying to consume content, and there are no content which is being produced at least for the last 1.5 month. It was all old content in a new nutshell. So once the market opens, there will be a flood of lot of good works. But I believe, just a suggestion for all the
No,
newcomers. Yeah,
I don't think so.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Look, it's COVID-19, okay? This disease is kind of contagious, and when we shoot, we are not shooting like when you are on a set, it is a full team. There is and in COVID-19 you have to follow the rules. You have to maintain that social distancing and like lots of things. If it's gonna open also the lockdown, if it's gonna open also, then I think these days the actors over here like us, we even if we are going to do print shoots also, only three people are allowed: the makeup artist, the
Photographer and the model.
model, and the photographer.
True.
Yeah, so only three people are allowed. But
No, you
okay,
need
that
another.
that is done.
You need another fourth guy who is a styler or designer. So you need four people.
No,
So
I don't need that. I don't need that.
sure.
But that is the requirement when that is the requirement for those. Maybe my requirement is nothing. I just want my makeup man. I am ready. My work is that I have to stand there and I have to give poses. But
Let
it's
me give you a
it's
small
their
insight. Let me give
necessity.
you, Sarika, let me give you a small insight. It's a different discussion, though. I mean, we can always have a discussion on the same. So, honestly speaking, there are countries who are open with work, and the way they are following it, they are going for different shifts for actor and actress. For the main
Hmm.
lead, they are going for specific kind of person, and they go for a health checkup before they accept anyone in the set. They go for a complete health checkup, full-fledged flu and influenza checking, COVID-19 checking with
Uh,
all the preventions. Certainly, it will take some time to come back in the industry, but there are ways people are following it. I'm not sure
yeah,
about I'm not sure about India, but
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It
yeah,
will take time,
it will take
but
time.
it's yeah, it's not just gonna happen like that कि हाँ खुल गया अब तो
Nothing
हो
nothing
जाएगा सब.
gonna
It's not
happen
gonna
like this.
happen like
So
that.
you need to
Yeah.
segregate. Yeah, you need to segregate between a good content. You need to segregate between.
Yeah,
Yeah. So now the future is about
exactly.
content. It's not about only the kind of lead actor or actress. In any case,
Hmm.
media industry is always about good content, and people are going
Hmm.
for good content nowadays.
Hmm.
Beautiful journey, Sarika. I mean, we are really happy to cheer you out, and it was straight from the heart. Really liked the way you described your full life, your full journey, and I wish that you rise big, you go step by step to the top, and I'm sure we are going to see you in several different beautiful content, and looking forward to have you on board with us. We run a yeah, so we started a online media content, which we started in back in 2018, which is most probably one of the first online only digital marketing related fashion magazine available on the net. I'll share that
Hmm.
link with you. And the shooting process that we follow is
Yeah.
pretty simple. You can actually do the shooting inside your home if you can do your own makeup. I mean, that kind of flexibility that we have. In any case, I think it's open for discussion more regarding the same kind of subjects, objectives. But yes, let me give you a big thanks, and let me share an open heart to you. And let me tell the audience, Sarika is going to be with us in Glam World Face, and we are going to see her very soon with multiple projects. Thank you so much, Sarika. Thanks for the evening.
That's my
Thank you, audience.
honor. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Stay safe, stay happy, be safe.
You also, whoever are watching us over here. I just want to say, guys, just stay safe, stay home, and don't step out, and take care of yourself. And Arijit sir, it's my honor that I am gonna be with, I am connecting with you and Glam World. So yeah, I will rock it, and I'm gonna enjoy it so much. I'm very excited also.
Give me a high
Thank
five.
you so much. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.